Welcome to another episode of Cooking the Book. My name is Talia. In today's episode of Cooking the Book, we're not cooking anything. We're just drinking. Welcome to Drinking the Book. This is the Geeky Chef Cook Book. I couldn't help but notice there is a recipe inspired by Dune. Our good friend Duncan Idaho had quite the weakness for spiced beer. Let's find out if it's any good. As I've mentioned before, I am not a bartender or a mixologist. You may have also noticed I'm all alone. Christy's usually the one that does everything, so the Geeky Chef's recipe is very simple. There's only 6 ingredients. We have water, whole cinnamon sticks, whole allspice, light brown sugar, Goldschlager, and light beer. I don't really drink light beer. I assume you just pick your favorite. I picked this one because I thought the color would be pretty. The first step is to make our spice syrup. This recipe says it makes 1 to 2 beverages. We're gonna double everything. I'm gonna bring 2 cups of water to a boil instead of 1. The recipe calls for 4 whole cinnamon sticks and 5 whole allspice. We're doubling it, so I've got 8 and 10. Our cinnamon and allspice water is finally starting to bubble, so we are going to turn it to low and let it simmer for about 10 to 15 minutes. This recipe might be worth making so that your kitchen smells this good. We are ready to add our brown sugar, once again doubling the recipe. Instead of 4 tablespoons of light brown sugar, it is 8. And we're going to slowly stir this in and then bring this back up to a boil. Let it cook down for about 5 minutes until it's nice and syrupy. The texture never really looked syrupy to me. I let the spice syrup cook for a lot longer than 5 minutes. My syrup stopped boiling a few minutes ago, but I've let it cool down on the stovetop before I transfer it to my heat-safe measuring cup. I did notice that it actually did cook down quite a bit. I started with 2 cups of water and now I'm down to 1 cup. The recipe says to let it chill in the fridge for about an hour, so our syrup is done chilling and we are ready to make our spice beer. The recipe says to strain your syrup as you pour it into your glass. This is the only one I have. It's rather large. I'm just gonna pull the cinnamon sticks out with my fingers. This syrup still looks a little too runny to me, but let's just try it. We'll use Christy's motto. It'll be fine. Let's strain our whole allspice out. That's a lot of syrup. That's a lot. We want to add an ounce of Goldschlager. Oh, it's a cinnamon schnapps liqueur, real gold flakes. This is gonna be real cinnamonish. We shook it up real good so we get some pretty little gold flakes in there. And we add our 1 ounce of Goldschlager. It says to stir this up before you add your light beer. Bottoms up. I do not have a poison snooper, but, oh Lucas, would you mind tasting this for me?
It's pretty good. Like I know there's beer in it because I see beer, but I hate beer, but I'm actually okay with it. I'm kind of down for it. I think I could actually drink the entire glass. The spice is flowing through me.
How do you feel?
Alive.
Great. Thanks. Okay. It's not bad. It's not bad. I would not want to drink a bunch of it. I like cinnamon rolls and cinnamon nothing else. Cloves, allspice, anything in that spice world, that spice world that makes you think of the holidays. Hot apple cider, pumpkin spice anything. I like the way it smells, but not the way it tastes. That being said, this is pretty good. We do actually have 2 very special guests who want to drink as well. They've been waiting outside this whole time. Oh.
Hi.
I can't feel my face.
It's a hot drink, right?
This doesn't look warm.
It does not look warm. Ooh, it smells like spiced apple cider.
This is made straight from the desert. Oh, you're going.
I do not like it.
I like it.
But I could see how lots of other people would like it.
It's not bad. It tastes kind of like one of those like atomic fireballs if you took out the spice.
It does.
Y'all want to get lit at Christmas time?
Yeah, this does feel like a Christmas drink.
When I think of Dune, I think of Christmas.
This is too much cinnamon.
The
It
spice.
does taste-
I'm not mad at it.
I kind of feel like this might be better warm.
Oh, it would be so good warm.
And I'm not just saying that because I'm literally frozen.
This is what they drink in Dune, right?
I feel like everything
This
tastes
is-
like this.
Like this is what they're like addicted to. I feel like I'm in Dune. If Dune was a frigid winter Arctic ice scape, not a desert.
We're basically the same brain now, too.
What's gonna happen? I'm gonna take another sip.
Uh-huh.
What's gonna happen after I take a sip?
You're gonna make really funny faces.
What's the
sound.
face? Okay, let's see it. Let's see if you're right. You're right, I did. It's getting warm and I'm getting tired. Either I'm really enjoying this beer or I'm freezing to death. Put it next to a fireplace, get a mug, get some cookies. Cookies.
Ooh, no. No, that sounds terrible.
What?
No.
What's wrong with you?
What's wrong with you?
I want some cookies.
I think this was another successful episode of Drinking the Book. Didn't break anything, didn't spill anything, I didn't set anything on fire. Thanks so much for joining. To Arrakis.